Hey, Bert Middleton with you one more time, powderskiingcolorado.com, and this time we're having a look at Beaver Creek in the Vail Valley. And Beaver Creek is one really excellent, cool place because it has just about the most luxury and it's the most moneyed place I've ever seen. I'm trying to figure out an easy way to put this, but man, there's a lot of money there, and it is one hell of a nice mountain, really nice mountain. So, we're up at the top. We're looking at the top right here, but we're going to go on down to the bottom, and I'm going to kind of give you a little clue. The biggest thing to me, the drawback about Beaver Creek to me is the parking. So I'm going to give you a little insider kind of a tip because I've had a pass for Vail and Beaver Creek several times. So right here is Avon, and what you can't see right here is I-70 is running along here, and it kind of parallels the Eagle River, and this is Highway 6, the old highway. So anyway, you're going to want to get off in Avon and make your way through town. There's a few roundabouts that you got to make your way to, and then you get on Highway 6 and you go down here to these little parking lots. And there's even this other Wolf parking lot. It's up a little bit higher. Anyway, just go to these two right here. You park, you get out, you get on a bus, and then this bus takes you all the way up in here, up into Beaver Creek Village. Okay, and they drop you off, and then you got to walk through here, and it is just like, man, this is the Ritz. This is the nicest place, and it's so odd because it's such a ritzy place, but man, it's so comfortable. I mean, I was really comfortable at this mountain. But anyway, here's a little bit of another insider thing. If you get this far, is if you keep going on Highway 6 and you go into the part that's called Arrowhead, there's like a little parking lot in here. There's a really nice restaurant at the bottom of the lift, umbrellas and stuff. If it's a nice day, you can hang out there and drink beer right at the bottom of the Arrowhead Bond Express lift. So anyway, that's a little bit of a tip for you, but the easiest thing to do is just park in these parking lots right here, and then you end up right up here in Beaver Creek Village. Nice place. And the thing to do, get there, get on this lift right here, the Centennial Express, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in the morning, I think before 10 o'clock or something like that, when you get off, they give you a little cup of hot chocolate. I mean, this is like the coolest place. So you drink your hot chocolate, and usually what ended up happening is we'd drop in down this side and hit Red Tail, and there's a really cool little restaurant here called Red Tail Camp, and everybody hangs out down there. But you've got these three lifts here, the Birds of Prey and the Grouse Mountain, and you've got the Larkspur Express going off this way. So this is kind of a big convergence right here. But we're going to look at this from left to right. Over here is Stone Creek. If you take this Cinch Express and then you hang way skiers right, you end up out here, and just be careful as hell because Stone Creek is like cliffs, and you could fall off of something so easy in there. It's really extreme terrain. It's really pretty amazing, but you got to get in there first because Beaver Creek is another one of those really popular places. But anyway, cool blue runs and everything right down in here. The Rose Bowl right here. This is kind of like the old part of the mountain, and all of these trees and like I forget what that one's called. Is it Web, Spider, Cataract? All of these right in here. There's some really nice skiing all through right there. All of these blues and greens up here, you can just scream along through here. And all of this lower mountain, man. This is one big mountain. There's 4,000 feet of vertical drop. So it is a big mountain. And you're way over here. It seems like a whole world in and of itself. But then, you kind of end up over here in the Birds of Prey side, and the World Cup Birds of Prey downhill takes off from about right there, and it comes screaming all the way right down to here, and I think it ends right there. But all of this it's really steep, nice terrain. This whole lift line of the Birds of Prey chair, that's all pretty hardcore. And then you know, if you get down here, then here's the mountain that I like, the Grouse Mountain. All of this is just steep as hell. Powder Day, good bumps. Oh my God, it's the place to be. But the hideout is sort of like over here, that's called Royal Elk Glades. And these glades, man, there's rocks and cliffs and trees, and man, it just goes on and on and on, and it just drops down in there, and you kind of funnel all the way back down in here. On a Powder Day, you get on Larkspur, and this whole thing is just wide open. I remember Powder Days where it's facing kind of east, and it gets a lot of sun, and oh man, it's really cool. But also down here on the Strawberry Express lift, all of this terrain is really excellent terrain. You know, it's kind of easier terrain. I don't even think I've been on the Elkhorn Express. I mean, it seems like, you know, it just seems like one of those chairs that you sort of like miss, because then you kind of come over here to Bachelor Gulch. You can actually even take these little chairs and kind of get on the mountain right away from the parking lot and the bus that can drop you off right here. But this is all kind of mellow, easy cruising. You know, Bachelor Gulch is just, you know, 10, 15, $20 million homes all over the place. It's sort of a resort deal, sort of like, you know, a golf course kind of a thing. But golf course is, you know, the ritzy part of the mountain. But then you get all the way over here on Arrowhead, and this is usually not crowded. It's all blues and greens, and you can just scream along over there. And like I said, you can stop in here and have a beer. But you don't want to end up here too much at the end of the day. You want to have a beer about 2 o'clock, but make your way all the way back down here to the bottom of Beaver Creek, the village over here. Because these chefs and the hats and everything, they come out there with these platters full of these fresh baked chocolate chip cookies that they just made. Then you hang out down there and just get fat. So that is what I know about Beaver Creek. It's a really cool place, really big mountain, and lots of fun. You know, really ritzy place, really, really, really moneyed. So, you know, if that's your thing, cool. It's sort of like my thing. So, anyway, that's all I know. If you know more, come back, leave a comment. You know, tell us about your experience at Beaver Creek. You know, a comment on the video, or go to the blog and leave a comment there. So, thanks.